Hey, how's everybody? To the African History Network show. I'm on location in Atlanta. This is my third day in Atlanta. It's Sunday, June 16th, 2019. I'm at the Home Depot backyard for the last day of the Juneteenth Atlanta 2019 festival. I'm here at my vendor table, okay, for the African History Network. Check this out as well. You see the banner behind me with great African women in history, the mothers of civilization. So I spoke here on Saturday, June 15th. I'm speaking again today, Sunday, June 16th. I'm speaking 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. at the Truth and Knowledge tent. It's the tent right next to mine, okay? So here's the Truth and Knowledge tent right here. And we're going to have Brother T.J. Lofton speaking as well. Truth and Knowledge tent is here. Here's my tent. We got a lot of my DVD lectures here dealing with our history, all different topics. Check out my banner. Great Black Women in History, the Mothers of Civilization, AfricanHistoryNetwork.com. You got my Black Panther lectures, Malcolm X, Great African Women in History, the Mothers of Civilization. We take debit cards, credit cards, PayPal, all of that good stuff. Got my Black Wall Street lecture as well. All these are available at my website, AfricanHistoryNetwork.com also, okay? So this is going down today. This is the last day. Now, it's a free event. This is the Juneteenth, the annual Juneteenth Festival. See my T-shirt? This is the official T-shirt for the festival. These are $20. I don't sell these, but when you come in, they have the table down there where you can purchase these. So the pathway is right here where you come in. It's the Home Depot backyard, okay? So the pathway is right here. You just walk right down the pathway, and you'll see my vendor table, and then you'll see the you'll also see the tent here, which is the you'll see the tent here for the Truth and Knowledge tent, okay? So this is a free event. It's going on 10 a.m. It's going on 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. today. Bring the families, family friendly also. Let me try to reduce this. Okay. I don't know why this is acting crazy like this. All right, how's everybody doing? Who we have here? Now also you could donate to the African History. PayPal.me/the AHN show. PayPal.me/the AHN show. But now when I speak today, 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. And visit my Facebook fan page, The African History Network. We got the information there. On Twitter, The AHN Show. On Instagram, The AHN Show. I got the updated information there. And it's also on the homepage of our website, AfricanHistoryNetwork.com. Okay? You hear the main stage talking right now. So today I'm going to deal with the real history of Juneteenth. Okay, I'll deal with the real history of Juneteenth. I'll deal with, how you doing, sister? Okay, you got some change? Okay, cool. I'll deal with the real history of Juneteenth, and I'll deal with how there was even slaves after going into 1866, also after Juneteenth. All right. So, okay. Oh, thank you, sister. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. This is my second father. Oh yeah, my daughter's 2. Oh, thank you, I appreciate it. All right, so dress accordingly. It's a little hot out here. I just had to buy some shorts. I left my shorts in straight. So when we look at the real history of Juneteenth, and this is what I'll talk about today. Hey, how you sisters doing today? Y'all all right? Come on over. This is the African History Network. I'm Michael Imhotep. I'm a talk show host, researcher, lecturer, and writer. So this is Great African Women in History, the Mothers of Civilization. That's a 4-hour presentation I have. These are all some lectures I've done myself. I'm a historian, researcher, radio talk show host also. All right? And I'll be speaking over here at 5 p.m. today. 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. This is the Truth and Knowledge tent. Brother TJ will be speaking from 4 to 5. All right? Come back and see us. So when we deal with Juneteenth, 1865, right? We hear that's when General Gordon Granger took approximately 2,000 Union troops into Galveston, Texas. Now they get in the day before, June 18th. All right, and they this is 2 weeks after the Civil War officially ended. Civil War ended June 2nd, 1865. All right, officially, and you still have slaves in Texas. There are about 250,000 slaves in Texas. So even though majority of them are going to be freed, you still have some who their slave masters kept that information from the slaves until the following season, going into harvest season, going into 1866. One of them was a white woman named Martha Gibbs, Gibbs. If you saw the video that I did back on June 9th, dealing with how 40% of slave owners were white women, okay? I talk about Martha Gibbs in that as well. But today, check the description of this video. I'm going to have the information I'm going to talk about. We'll deal with the real history of Juneteenth. We'll deal with 400 years after Jamestown, Virginia, 1619. Even though African people have been in this land going back at least 51,700 years ago. We'll deal with the Black migrations, which is this year's theme for African American History Month from ASALH, Association for the Study of African American Life and History, which is the organization that Dr. Carter G. Woodson co-founded September 9th, 1915. And then that theme is something that we celebrate and teach about year round. So from Black migrations, we deal with the transatlantic slave trade, but also we got to deal with the migration of the Khoisan coming from Southern Africa, who have the oldest DNA on the planet, ancestors to the Ainu and the Twa, who come to this land. They were here going back at least 51,700 years ago. We have to, when we talk about Black migrations, we have to talk about the Great Migration from 1915 to 1970, when you got 6 million approximately African Americans migrating from the South up north. Okay, so we got to deal with all this history. Then we go into the Civil Rights Movement. All right, these brothers come back from fighting in World War II, like Medgar Evers, who was fighting, who landed in Normandy June 6, 1944, approximately 2,000 African American soldiers, but they were largely left out. How you doing, sister? You all right? They were largely left out of the celebration, the commemoration, 75th commemoration of Normandy. They were talking about all these white soldiers. They didn't talk about Medgar Evers. They largely left out the approximately 2,000 African-American soldiers that landed and were fighting of the total 155,000 soldiers, U.S. soldiers, okay? So I'm gonna break down this history. The people were blown away by my presentation yesterday. We're gonna continue it today. We deal with coming from World War II. We deal with going into the Civil Rights Movement. I'm going to talk about how Malcolm X was calling for a unification of the civil rights leaders while he was still in the Nation of Islam. July 31st, 1963, the month before the March on Washington, Malcolm sends a letter to Dr. King requesting a meeting with him. Okay, and Malcolm he sent a letter to all the major civil rights leaders, the national civil rights leaders, and he was calling for a unification of the leaders and their followers. And he said we have to find a common solution to a common problem posed by a common enemy. Malcolm was calling for a unification of the civil rights leaders before he left the Nation of Islam. There's an article from the Washington Post by Deneen L. Brown that deals with Martin Luther King and Malcolm X met just one time. And she breaks down this history, okay? You've heard me talk about some of this before. So then we'll also deal with, I'll tie that history into it as well and bring it up to the day also. So I'm speaking, so the event is free. Home Depot backyard next to the Mercedes-Benz Theater. You see the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, I should say. You see Mercedes-Benz Stadium. You see the emblem, and then there are about, I don't know, almost 100 vendors out here as well. You got African-American, African, Caribbean vendors out here. So you can recycle your dollars for this Juneteenth weekend holiday. You can recycle African-American dollars. You can't say you don't know what black businesses are in Atlanta. And I'm not from Atlanta, but I'm here right now. But you got a lot of Atlanta-based black-owned businesses here that you can come support also. Everything from clothing to food to books to jewelry to lotion, shea butter, massages, t-shirts, clothing, everything that you need, you can come get right here. 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. last day, Juneteenth Atlanta 2019 music festival, free event. 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. today. We have the information also at our website, AfricanHistoryNetwork.com. If you like this type of information, you could donate to the African History Network. PayPal.me/The AHN Show. PayPal.me/The AHN Show. Or visit our website, AfricanHistoryNetwork.com. And all of my DVD lectures are there as well. And be sure to listen to the African History Network show every Sunday, 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on 9-10 a.m. to Superstation WFDF. Visit our website, AfricanHistoryNetwork.com for more information and for the podcast. All right, I got to get out of here. Remember, right knowledge corrects wrong behavior. It's not over till we win. Wakanda forever. See y'all today at the festival. I'm speaking 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at the AHN Show. Stands for African History Network, the AHN Show. And Michael Imhotep on Facebook and the African History Network fan page on Facebook. And I'll be posting updates there as well. Remember, right knowledge corrects wrong behavior. It's not over till we win. Wakanda forever. We'll talk to you next time. Peace. All right, thanks for tuning in, everybody.